Hello, good. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to revise the professional ethics. Professional ethics carry the 15% of the weightage of the entire syllabus, and we will revise as soon as possible these questions. And there are two units. This is unit 1, and question number 1. According to the CMA statement, ethical profession practice, one of the following overarching ethical principle is responsibility. Ethical principle. According to the CMA statement, ethical professional ethics, one of the following ethical principle is the responsibility. Responsibility means what? There are 4 principles total for responsibility: means objectivity, fairness, responsibility, and honesty. Four principle for responsibility, there is mnemonics to remember the four principle. One is the honesty, second is the fairness, third objectivity, fourth responsibility. And responsibility means what? Responsibility means option A, acting in an impartial manner. This is not a responsibility. Protecting a laptop computer, especially when they are taken off company's premises. This is responsibility, but responsibility doesn't mean that only to this protecting laptop computer, especially. This responsibility means wide range of meaning for the organization. And option C, performing an act or function completely and in a timely manner, being answerable or accountable for something that is within your own power, control, management. Yeah, this is correct answer. Option C is correct. And option D, performing professional duty in accordance with the relevant laws and regulation and ethical standard. This is competence, not a responsibility. Okay. Question number 2, which one of the following action is not an appropriate course of action when encountering ethical issues or behavior? If your organization does not have established policies, contract the IMA anonymous helpline to request how the elements of the IMA statement, ethical professional ethics practice, could be applied to the ethical issues. Option A, communicate your concern to the authority to person outside the organization. This is not correct answer. And option C, consult your own attorney to learn any legal obligation, right and risks concerning the issue. And option D, discuss with the issue your immediate superior, immediate supervisor, or if the supervisor appear to be involved, present issue to the next level. Right? Option 1, first option is correct. Option second is not correct. Option third is correct. Option fourth also correct. Then option C, option second is not a policy, established policy. Okay. Question number 3. Andrew Habib is management accountant at MC Mining Corporation. As a professor of the ore mineral, he learned that MC has the disposing hazardous wastage material in the nearby the resident landfill. Habib knew that the waste material could pose a danger to the resident in the area, and that there could be a legal ramifications for the disposing hazardous wastage in the residential landfill. When the Habibs discussed the issues with his superior the next morning, he was told that it's ignored due to the significance of matter. Habib decided to discuss that matter with his attorney and then notify the appropriate authority in accordance with the IMA statement of the ethical professional practice. Which of the following is the correct evaluation of Habib decision to notify the authority? Option A, Habit action where appropriate as immediate action. Habit actions were inappropriate because they violate the confidential standard. Habit actions were appropriate only if attorney indicate that there were a clear violation of law. Option C is the correct answer. Question number 4. According to the IMA statement of the ethical practice, one of the following overarching ethical principle is objectivity. Yes, this principle is objectivity. Already we discussed there are 4 principles. One is the honesty, second is the fairness, third is the objectivity, yes, and fourth is the responsibility. Out of that, one is the objectivity. Objectivity means what? Option A, perform, act and or functions completely and timely manner. This is not objectivity. Option B, acting in a partial manner, being free from bias, honesty or dishonesty or injustice, being open-minded, tolerant and accepting. Option C, B, biased judgment on the established set of criteria. Option D, fairness and straightforward of the conduct. Option D and option A are not a correct answer, and option B also can be the correct answer, but option C is the most correct answer, being the judgment on the established set of criteria. Objectivity. Now question number 5. Question number 5. Elite Running Limited has recently implemented a new evaluation process that bases bonus primarily on the variation between the budgeted and actual cost of center. Individual with the budgeted to actual variances in excess of 20% will receive one bonus. Richard Vance oversees one cost center of Elite and concerned that his bonus will be adversely impacted. He has a strong personal relationship with the controller, who is responsible for developing, reviewing and approving budget. He has asked the controller to accept his budget with established costs higher than would be reasonably expected for the next financial year. In appreciation for the accepting this inflated cost, bonus offered the controller season ticket to the sport or his choice. Which one of the following standard of the IMA statement of ethical professional practice is relevant? This is integrity. Normally this is lack of integrity, and lack of integrity means integrity controller accept the ticket because this integrity, lack of integrity. Question number 6. Question number 8. Which of the following statement is not a responsibility of an IMA member regarding the credibility standard of ethical conduct? Credibility means what? There are three things need to be known for the credibility. One, keep information confidential except when disclosure is authorized or legally required. Information keep confidential except if this information is required to disclose legally, then only that information should be disclosed. Second, information all relevant parties regarding the appropriate use of confidential information monitored to ensure compliance. All relevant parties appropriate use of confidential information need to be monitored, right? And 3, refrain from using confidential information for unethical, illegal advantage. These 3 are the confidentiality, okay? And this is called credibility. Credibility, there are 4 points to be discussed. 1, communicate the information fairly and objectively. 2, provide all the relevant information that could reasonably be expected to influence an intended user understanding of the report, analysis or recommendation. Third, report any delays or deficiency in information, timeliness, processing or internal control in conformance with the organization policy and other applicable law. Fourth, communicate professional limitations or other constraints that would prejudice to responsibility, judgment or successful performance of activity. There are 4 points to be discussed, right? Now the options are given. Provide the decision support information, recommendation that are accurate, clear, concise and timely. This provide information is not communicate information fairly and objectively. This is correct. And report, already we report any delays, indeficiency, information timeliness in processing or internal control or performance with the organization policy or applicable law. This is correct. Third, to provide all the relevant information that could reasonably expected to be influence the unintended user understanding of report, analysis or recommendation. Provide all relevant information. Report any delays. First, second, third. First number is not correct. All other 3 are correct. Okay. Now question number 9. An IMA member discovers a problem that would mislead user of firm's financial data and has informed his immediate superior. He should report the circumstances to the audit committee and or the board of directors only if there is a immediate supervisor who assured that member of the problem will be resolved. Is the firm chief executive know about the situation but refuse to correct it? report to the chief executive officer, and not this should be the form chief executive officer, not chief executive officer. Report the situation to our superior. Now question number 10 is easy, and let's hope we will solve by everyone. What are the 4 standards of ethical conduct raised in the CMA statement? Already we discussed 4 standards. This is standard. There are 4 principles, 4 standards. 4 standard is C3 integrity. C3 integrity. C3 means confidentiality, credibility, competence, and integrity. Okay. Confidentiality, integrity, credibility, competence. This one, credibility, integrity. Now, question number 11. According to the IMA statement of ethical professional practice, one of the following ethical practice is honesty. Honesty means what? Reporting any delays or deficiency, information timeliness, processing. This is the competence. This is credibility, not honesty. Okay. This is credibility. Just now we read. This is not honesty. Refrain from engaging in any conduct that would prejudice to the carrying of duty ethically. This is competence. This is competence. Refrain from using confidential information for unethical advantage. Prejudicial. Refrain from engaging in any conduct that are prejudice carrying out duty ethically. This is integrity. Okay. First one is the credibility. Second one is the integrity, and third one is being answerable or accountable for something that is within one's power, control, or management. This being aware. Fourth one is fairness, straightforwardness of conduct, being upright, having integrity, being truthfulness, sincere, frank, and free from deceit or fraud. This one is the honesty. Okay. Fourth one is the correct answer. Being answered. Question number 12. According to the IMA statement of ethical professional practice, one of the following overarching ethical principle is fairness. Fairness means what? This is the base judgmental on the established set of criteria, being free from the personal feeling as a prejudice to being the analysis and decisions on the fact alone. Communicating information fairly and objectively. This is not a fairness, this is the credibility. Communicate both good and bad news, not just telling you. This is not fairness. Acting in impartial manner, being free from bias, honesty, or unjust, being open-minded, tolerant, accepting. This is not fairness. Now question, this is very lengthy.